Howdy. I'm the old ranger, and Death Valley's my stamping ground. Many's the tale of adventure I'm going to tell you about the Death Valley country. True stories, mind you. I can vouch for that.
This is a story that's as old as the desert in which it took place. Every woman who hears it will say to herself, I know just how Cynthy felt. And every man will wonder a little uneasily, am I like Zeb? For as long as Cynthy could remember, her mother had looked the same.
Let's go tell your ma, Cynthy, and find out how soon we can get married.
Married?
I'll start building the house right away. I know just the spot for it. A little mesa facing the Funeral Mountains. And I know I can get a second-hand cook stove that's...
No, Zeb, no.
It's a good stove, Cynthy. Most good as new.
I don't mean the stove. I can't marry you. I can't.
But, Cynthy, you just said that...
I said I loved you, that's all. I do. I can't marry a desert man.
Well, what's wrong with the desert?
Cynthy.
You better get on with your washing.
Yes, Ma. There's your answer, Zeb. If I stay here, I'll be just like her. Old before my time and faded and tired. With nothing to look forward to or remember. Nothing to make me want to keep on living. I couldn't bear it.
Well, your pa's just played in bad luck, that's all.
He's been lucky as most prospectors. How many make more than a scratching living?
I'm going to strike it rich. Oh, things will be different with us.
All my life, I dreamed of marrying a city man with lots of money who'd take me away from the desert, buy me pretty things. Do you know I've never had one pretty dress in my whole life? Just these old calicos.
You couldn't look more beautiful if you was dressed up like the Queen of Sheba.
Once I saw a picture of a dress in a San Francisco newspaper. A lady wore it to a ball. The dress was silk. Lavender silk. Like the shadows on the hills at sundown. It was all trimmed in real lace. That's the kind of dress I'm going to have. Oh, Zeb, I don't want you to think I'm one of them selfish, grabby girls. I don't mind plain living and hard work. I was brought up on it. It's only that I want something else besides. A few pretty things. Some fun. Just to go to a dance once in a while. See bright lights. Hear music. Folks laughing.
Oh, boy. How are you, Zeb?
Howdy, Doc.
How's prospecting?
All right.
Hello, Dr. Hartford.
How are you, Cynthy?
Fine.
I thought I'd drop by and see how your mother was getting along.
Howdy, Doctor. I didn't expect you back so soon.
Evidently. When I ordered you to rest, I meant it.
I've been resting, Doctor. Honest. And I'm feeling good.
You're a long way from good, Martha Lane. And I didn't want you to even think of working until I tell you.
What should I think about then?
Things like this.
Flowers. Well, I declare. You bought them? In town? Oh, they're beautiful. But you shouldn't be spending your hard-earned money on trifles, Doctor.
Trifles? You know the poet's advice. If thou of fortune be bereft, and in thy store there be but left 2 loaves, sell one, and with the dole buy hyacinths to feed thy soul.
I don't think I've ever seen any hyacinths.
Doesn't have to be hyacinths. Doesn't even have to be flowers. Can be anything. Anything that feeds the soul.
Puts me in mind of a wedding bouquet.
That's why I brought them. This is your anniversary.
It is.
How'd you know?
I stood up with your father.
Why, so you did. I better put these in water. Flowers wilt fast in the desert.
Dr. Harper.
Yes?
Do you think if somebody loves somebody, she ought to marry him, even if he hasn't got any money?
Love is really the important thing, Cynthia. If you have that, everything else will take care of itself.
I'll strike it rich, Cynthia. I'll strike it rich. When I do, I'll give you all the things you ever wanted.
But it wasn't as easy as all that. For weeks, months, for so long a time that he almost lost track, Zeb tramped the desert, following the tail of his burro, the prospector's compass. But finding nothing but disappointment and discouragement. While Cynthia, in a home of her own and a new life, found them both so much like the old that it was pretty hard to tell the difference. Then one day in a canyon in the Death Valley region,
Oh, Cynthia, I'm so happy for you. When Bill and me heard about Zeb's strike, we just had to come over and tell you how tickled we was. Didn't we, Bill?
Sure did.
I still have to pinch myself to believe it.
A mine owner. Just imagine.
Oh, that won't be for long. Zeb's selling the claim. In fact, he rode over to Tacoma this morning to close the deal. He ought to be back pretty soon.
Oh, I hope he gets a good price for it.
No, if it's enough, we'll be able to move away. Leave the desert.
We'll be sorry to lose you. You've been good neighbors.
Well, if you can call good neighbors folks who live 9 miles away. Where are you thinking about going?
We ain't decided yet.
San Francisco's the place.
Oh, Los Angeles has got to beat a mile.
Don't you believe it?
It has to.
Well, I won't argue with you. Seeing as how we've had a high old time in both places.
I'll say. Me and Bill head for the bright lights every time we scratch up a little money.
And do we do the town up brown? Well, we gotta go get them supplies so I can do some more scratching. Get up!
Give Zeb our congratulations.
I will.
Hello there, sweetheart.
Oh, did you sell it?
You bet I sold it.
How much?
Yes.
5,000?
No.
10,000?
$25,000.
Zeb, no.
25,000. Oh, I told you I'd strike it rich, didn't I, Cynthia? All I gotta do now is go to Los Angeles and sign the papers. We'll leave first thing in the morning.
Wait.
You'll go with me, of course. Cynthia, we'll do the town. We'll stay at the best hotels and we'll eat at the best restaurants.
Oh, no, Zeb, I couldn't.
I thought you was aching to go.
I am, but I can't. I haven't any clothes.
Oh, we'll buy some.
Can you imagine me walking into a hotel wearing a calico dress that's been washed and turned so many times I don't know one side from the other? Oh, I'll go next time, Zeb. This time you buy me something I can hold my head up in.
I'll buy you the finest outfit they've got in the stores, honey.
Will Will you buy me that lavender silk dress trimmed in real lace that I've always wanted?
You bet I will. Oh, you just bet I will.
Oh, Sam.
Have you got anything smaller than a $100 bill, mister?
Afraid not.
This is too big for me.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Here, I can change it.
Ah, don't bother. The drink's on me.
Oh, no, I won't hear of it. I'm well heeled. I just sold a gold mine.
Is that so? Well, congratulations.
This calls for a celebration. Set up another round, Johnny. And none of that cheap belly wash. Break out that stuff we serve important men from out of town.
Yes, sir.
When Zeb gets here, I'm gonna put on my new clothes, pile our stuff in the wagon, turn right around and head back for Los Angeles.
I'm glad you're going to settle in the city. It's what you need after all your years on the desert.
It's all so wonderful, I can just hardly believe it.
Didn't I tell you if there was love, Cynthia, your dreams would come true?
Zeb! I'm so glad to see you. I thought you was never coming. I've been packed for 2 days. Did you get the money?
Yeah. I got it.
Did you get my lavender silk dress?
No, I didn't, Cynthia.
You didn't?
Oh, I'm sorry, Cynthia. I was counting on buying it for you. Counting on giving you all the things you've been wanting.
Zeb, what's wrong?
I lost the money.
Lost?
All of it. A whole $25,000.
No.
I cashed the check just to see how it would feel to carry around $25,000. After never having enough even to rattle in my pocket. I was going to put it in the bank the next morning. And then I got drunk. I didn't mean to. I was merely aiming to take a couple of drinks. Then I met the 2 fellas. When I come to, I was in a hotel room and all my money was gone.
Didn't you tell the police?
Oh, they couldn't do nothing. I didn't even know the fellas' names. They got me drunk. They deliberately got me drunk. And then they took my money. Every last cent of it. If I could just get my hands on them crooks! Oh, it was my own fault anyway. I should never have taken up with him. Oh, Cynthia. Cynthia, will you ever be able to forgive me? I'll make another strike. Honest, I will. I'll start looking for it today. Well, there's lots of gold out there, and I'll find it. I'll find it just for you. When I do, I'll buy a dozen silk dresses.
Poor Sam. Poor Sam.
The search went on. Relentlessly, Zeb drove himself, stopping only to rest his burro, or when he himself was staggering with exhaustion. His reward was meager. A few nuggets, a little yellow dust. Just enough to keep body and soul together, to start him again on the tantalizing, heartbreaking trail.
I don't suppose there's a day goes by but what he doesn't think about that $25,000 he lost.
It wasn't lost. It was stolen.
You're pushing yourself too hard, Zeb. You ought to take it easier.
Not till I make my strike.
But you
Bad luck can't last forever. Even the famine in Egypt only lasted 7 years. Ours is going on 8. I'll make it this time. This time I'll make it.
And make it Zeb did. By no means as big as the first strike, but even so.
$10,000.
No, it ain't as much as I'd hoped for. But it's something to tide us over.
Cynthy, Zeb.
Look at you two, all dressed up in new clothes.
Well, we had a little luck just about the same time you did. Not quite so much, so just a couple of thousand.
Me and Bill blew it on the biggest time we ever had. Didn't we, Bill?
We sure did, old lady. All we got left's just what we got on our backs. Well, gotta be moseying along. Do some more scratching. Stop by and see us when you can.
You do the same.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Crazy fools. Spending all their money. Lord knows when he'll make another strike. Come on. We better be starting for home.
Zeb, aren't we gonna celebrate?
What's there to celebrate for?
The 10,000.
How long do you think that'll last? Price is sky high on every day.
We could spend a little of it.
We've spent plenty as it is.
But these things are just necessities.
It's all we can afford.
Zeb, we've always managed somehow to get what we needed, but we've never had anything that was really pretty. Made you happy just to look at it. Like maybe a lavender silk dress.
Are you still harping about that? What would you do with such a dress if you had it? You ain't got no place to wear it. Cynthia, I'm scared. Scared I won't make another strike for another 7 years. This money will keep us going. It'll give me a chance. Why, this is just a drop in the bucket to what's out there in the desert. And I'll find it. I know I will. And when I do, I'll buy you a carload of silk dresses and take you to Europe. Honest, I will.
You're right. If I had the dress, I wouldn't have nowhere to wear it.
Oh, that's my Cynthia.
But I could look at it once in a while.
Where are you going? Cynthia. There's nothing over there but desert and mountains. Where are you going?
I'm going over to those shadows. They're so pretty and laughing.
Doc, she'll be all right, won't she? Cynthia will be all right.
She's a very sick woman, Zeb.
What's the matter with her? The heat?
Partly.
Something else?
Nothing organically wrong with her that I could discover. She's just worn out.
She's never complained of being tired.
Women like that don't complain.
Well, the work ain't been hard. There's only been the two of us.
It isn't only the work, Zeb. It's the monotony, the emptiness, the loneliness of the life out here.
Loneliness? But she will get well, won't she, Doc?
I don't know. It's up to her. And you.
Zeb.
How you feeling, honey?
Like I'd like to sleep forever and ever.
Cynthia! Now, don't you talk like that. You're going to get well. Well, you gotta, honey.
Zeb, if it don't cost too much, would you buy me that lavender silk dress with the real lace to be laid away in? I'd like to think I was going to spend eternity in something pretty instead of one of my old calico prints.
You ain't going to die, honey, baby. You're going to live. Now, you just stay here and rest. I'll be back in a little while. As soon as I can. You stay with her, Doc. I'll be gone maybe a couple of days. You stay with her until I get back. Don't let her die, God. Please, God. Give me just another chance. Please, God.
Just about as you left her.
Cynthia?
Zeb, you've been away.
I rode into town. Look what I brung you. Maybe it ain't exactly what you've been wanting, but it's the nearest thing they had. Look, it got real lace.
Just like I dreamed it'd be.
Feels smooth, don't it? Kind of like cool water.
It's beautiful.
I can see us sailing into the Palace Hotel in San Francisco. Wearing it, Cynthia. Oh, no other woman will be able to hold a candle to you.
How soon can we go, Zeb?
That's up to you, honey.
Then it won't be very long.
Oh, Cynthia.
If thou of fortune be bereft, and in thy store there be but left 2 loaves, sell one, and with the dole, buy hyacinths to feed thy soul.